Class 3 Mathematics. Hello dear children. In the previous class we learned about how to represent fractions on a number line. Today at first we are going to learn about equivalent fractions. If we multiply the numerator and the denominator of a fraction by the same number, then we get an equivalent fraction. Consider 1 divided by 2, 2 divided by 4 and 4 divided by 8. The shaded portions of the given picture represents the given fractions. From the given picture, we can see that the size of shaded portions are same. So the fractions also must be equal. Therefore, 1 divided by 2 is equal to 2/4, which is equal to 4/8. If you multiply denominator and numerator with 2, we will get 2 divided by 4. 1 divided by 2, we have to multiply both denominator and numerator by 2. Then we got the answer 2 divided by 4. Similarly, if we multiply 1 divided by 2 by 4, that is we have to multiply 4 by numerator and denominator, then you will get 4 by 8 as the answer. So we can say that 2 divided by 4 and 4 divided by 8 are equivalent fractions of 1 divided by 2, or 4/8 and 2/4 are the equivalent fractions of 1 by 1/2. Now we can learn this with an example. Find the equivalent fractions of 1 divided by 5. First, we can multiply the denominator and numerator with any number. So we can find a number of equivalent fractions. Here we are going to find only 3 equivalent fractions of 1 by 5. First, we are going to multiply the denominator and numerator of 1 divided by 5 by 2. So 1 divided by 5 by 2, so multiplied by 2, then we are getting the answer 2 divided by 10. Then 1 divided by 5, when we are denominator and numerator we are multiplying by 3, then we are getting answer 3 divided by 15. And one more, 1 by 5 multiplied both numerator and denominator by 4, we got 4 divided by 20. So we got 2 divided by 10, 3 divided by 15 and 4 divided by 20 as the equivalent fractions of 1 divided by 5. Fractions of a collection. So this we are going to learn with an example. Roshan has 6 chocolates. He gives 1/3 chocolates to his friend Sancha. How many chocolates does he give to Sancha? So in this question we have to find the number of chocolates Roshan give to his friend Sancha, isn't it? So for finding this, first we have to divide 6 chocolates into 3 equal parts. So here, as you can see in the picture, there are 6 chocolates and we have to make it into 3 equal parts, is it? So we can take in one part 2 chocolates we can take. So now we got 1, 2 and 3 equal parts. Now what is the question? We have to find 1/3 of the chocolates, isn't it? 1/3 of how many chocolates are there? 6 chocolates. So our answer will be 1/3 of 6. That is 1/3 of 6 means one part of this 3 parts. what is the one part of these three parts? Yes, in one part there are 2 chocolates. So 1 divided by 3, that is 1 part of 3 parts is equal to 3 part of 6 is equal to 2. Or this we can simply write 6 divided by 3, because total 6 chocolates are there. We are dividing it as 3 equal parts. So 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2. Now we can go through one more example. Find 1/4 of 20. So for finding 1/4 of 20, we have to divide 20 by 4. So 20 divided by 4, we know that 4 5s are 20. So 1/4 of 20 is equal to 5. Now addition and subtraction of fractions. First we are going to learn about addition. When the denominators of 2 or more fractions are same, add the numerators to get the sum of the given fractions. So for finding the sum of 2 fractions, first of all we have to check whether the denominators are equal. If the denominators are equal, then we have to add the numerators. You can keep the denominator same and only we have to add the you can keep the denominator same and only we have to add the numerator. We can do this with an example. Add 3 by 8 and 4 by 8. So here 3 by 8 plus 4 by 8, and we are going to add is equal to 3 plus 4 by 8. As you can see in the picture, we are adding only numerators. 3 plus 4 is equal to 7 divided by 8 is our final answer. Subtraction of fractions. When the denominators of 2 or more fractions are same, subtract the numerators to get the difference of the given fractions. That means if you have 2 fractions and you have a question that asking you to subtract one fraction from another, then first you have to check the denominators of the fractions. If the denominators are same, then you can subtract the numerators of the fractions. Okay, you can do this with an example. Subtract 2 divided by 13 from 7 divided by 13. So first we have to write here, you can see that the denominators are same, 13. So we can subtract 2 from 7, which is equal to 7 minus 2 divided by 13. Now 7 minus 2, we know that it is 5. So our answer will be 5 divided by 13. Now we can go through some word problems. Our first question. Sunil waters the mango trees and papaya trees at the back of his house every day. There are 12 trees in total. 8 of them are mango trees. What fraction of the trees are papaya trees? Here we have the total number of trees. How many trees are there in total? There are 12 trees. Out of 12 trees, 8 trees are mango trees. So we could find the fraction of mango trees, isn't it? What will be the fraction of mango trees here? Yes, that is 8 divided by 12. Then for finding the fraction of papaya trees, we should know the number of papaya trees, isn't it? Okay, so we can write the steps first. The total number of trees, there are 12 trees. And the next, number of mango trees, 8 of them are mango trees. And now we can find the number of papaya trees. How? Yes, we can subtract 8 from 12. that is the number of papaya trees. Number of papaya trees is equal to 12 minus 8, that is equal to 4. Now we can write the number of papaya trees in fraction, because we got the number of papaya trees, isn't it? So what is the fraction of papaya trees? Number of papaya trees divided by total number of trees, that is 4 divided by 12. We got our answer. Our second question. Manas jogging in a big park. He completed 3/4 of the lap. What fraction of the lap is left to be completed by him? So here we have to find the fraction of lap Manas left to be completed. So for doing this, first of all, we should know when we completing the lap, what will be the fraction? What will be the fraction when we completing the lap? Yes, that is 4 divided by 4. The total length of the lap he will jog, that is equal to the the length he completing in one lap. What is it? That is 4 divided by 4. Now he already completed 3/4 of the lap, isn't it? Now we have to find the rest of the lap. How to find? Yes, we need to subtract 3 divided by 4 from 4 divided by 4. So the length of lap he covered is equal to, we got it is 3/4, and the fraction of the lap he is left to be completed, that is 4 divided by 4 minus 3 divided by 4. So we know how to subtract, isn't it? Yes, the denominators are same, so we have to subtract numerators, that is equal to 1 divided by 4, because 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. So the fraction of the lap he is left to be completed is equal to 1 divided by 4. Okay, so dear children, our chapter is over here. All of you have to do exercises 4.5 to 4.8 before the next class. Thank you all.